Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with the M.
Auntie.
Listen, we're going to be talking about a lot of different topics today. And we're behind the scenes. Before we started, we were talking about this one particular topic about teachers. So we're going to find out why I got so many teachers doing OnlyFans. I'm just going to throw it out there. Hey, and like me and T was saying, there's multiple reasons why, they do what they do. But go ahead, T, tell me your opinion on it.
It was more than OnlyFans, right? It's the after hour side jobs that go on with teachers, right? And as from what I can recall, teachers have always had side jobs and summer hustles, right? Some of
Hmm.
at your local staples, some of them, do tutoring, some of them are gonna do, before and after care. But from what I can recall, teachers have always needed and or wanted. I don't know. I don't count other people's money, but they've always earned an income outside of their job. That's just always been normal to me. Okay. The
Hmm.
part that's not normal and that's getting people's attention is the OnlyFans um extra activities or the rap, right? The teaching rapper, right?
Hmm.
People don't like that. People and I can to a certain extent understand what you're doing, but people don't like a lot of things that the teachers do in the classrooms. It's just like who creates the standard and why is the standard, why is it such a gray area? I think is what I'm trying to say. It's too like where's the code of conduct for teachers?
See, glad you brought that up. Like you said before, as long as I've known, every teacher I've known, because I had a lot of teachers in my family, they
Hmm.
always had side hustles. Because
Hmm.
again, they always said the same discussion they had back then, the same discussion they have now. They don't pay me enough. I only get paid for during a school session. After that, my money don't come. So I got
So
to go during the months.
two
And
months a year, you don't
yeah,
have a regular stable income. Yeah.
so they're like, we gotta make it up, and a lot of them I know worked at food stores, grocery stores, worked at different um, shops,
Yeah.
during the summer months.
Work. Places
Yeah.
that seasonal work. Yeah.
So to me, it was like, okay, I always say it back then, as I say right now, why the fuck don't we pay the teachers enough so they don't have to get a second job? That's what I keep hearing about. We're over budget, we're over this, and we're doing this, and every time I keep hearing about, we spend all this money on education.
Mm-hmm.
And there's for instance, schools in Baltimore, they never have goddamn air conditioners during the summer months when they open up or before they open. They always keep the schools closed for a couple or a week or so because it's so damn hot in the school because they don't have no air conditioning. My question is, if you know that your school is going to be hot or it has a history of being hot, why the fuck you didn't put some goddamn air conditioners in the school so the kids can go to school rather than, oh well, it's too hot in the school. What the hell? What do you do with the money? I'm pretty sure you got money for air conditioners and shit like that. What the fuck are y'all doing?
I use Baltimore as the as the example. They spend that money.
Okay, we can use Baltimore. We can use PG County. We can use any school here where we live in
Oh
Maryland.
well, because now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of that money gets funneled out. It's not funny, but this, I'm just thinking out loud. But the money gets funneled out and it gets messed up. So, like, what's happening? Where's the accountability here to where our systems are failing us? That's the issue.
Yes,
Yeah, that out of all the hee hee ha ha, because that's not funny, right? But I had to get a little chuckle in because just the thought of it. Um, but yeah, there's a system that we keep creating and we keep showing up to work in these systems, right? And the
yep.
systems keep failing us left and right. And then when you go outside of the system to supplement, right? To get yourself an income that's, I just feel like respectable. You know,
Absolutely.
people are seeking incomes that are just respectable. And then y'all mad. You're mad. How do your kids know what's going on in the OnlyFans world? Anyway,
You know what? I'm gonna say this to you. You know why? You know what happens? It's not the kids. Not their kids. Is what happened is, Miss Jones. Now, I'm gonna say something that's gonna make a lot of women mad.
Okay.
But you get Miss Jones, and Miss Jones is fine. So you get Miss Jones. Miss Jones probably 25, 26 years old, body banging, and the husband, go to PTA meeting. Husband's like, good Lord of mercy, Miss Jones. Miss Jones looking good. Compared to wifey, which you like looking at her like, you don't look like no Mrs. Jones. I'm coming to more PTA meetings. So what happens is you like, guys, you like, damn, I wonder what she does. And then I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
A study said
Mhm.
that 90% of men are married who are on OnlyFans. I couldn't believe it. I wouldn't look. I said that shit don't even sound right. But every time I kept looking, it kept saying 90% of them are on OnlyFans. Are married. Crazy. And
That,
I can see
yeah.
both sides of it, but I can understand I can understand why. Again, if Mrs. Jones fine, she's teaching your little son, little Ray Ray.
Oh no! So you done left the PTA meeting and said, "Nah, let me see if she out here like that. Let me see." What? That's where them damn kids getting it from. That's why the kids know shit. Who says that? Let me go try to find this person online after the little meet and greet. Absolutely not.
Well, see, think about this. Think
Not.
about it. Everybody has a IG page.
Mhm.
So if she's Miss Jones and she's fine, you know her name, you're gonna look her up. Nowadays you can do that.
Oh, so is the OnlyFans thing like linked to the Instagram?
Yes.
That part. That's what I'm saying. Like how they know. Okay, I missed that part. If
Yeah,
y'all didn't
'cause
like,
yeah, 'cause, these young women now ever got an IG page.
okay.
So you got their name, look up on IG, and there's always like links to different things. And if you linked up on one that says OF, click, you're gonna look
Oh,
up. Oh, look at Miss
okay.
Jones,
So
all
now,
exposing all her pencils and races and shit. Bang bang, bitch.
so the men not mad is what you're saying. It's the moms that are mad.
Absolutely,
Okay. Okay.
absolutely. So
Okay.
now, they're like, all of a sudden they catch his ass. Because, again, man, we're not that bright. We let our emotions kick over and then we fucking don't cover our shit up. Next, draws us exposed. You're like, where these draws come from? And you're like, I don't know where they came from. She ain't her fucking draws, but now she done got you. And now she's going to dig in your ass. And next, she go on your phone. You can always grab your phone. What the hell? Mrs. Jones showing all her assets. And now Mrs. Jones got problems. Now they're
Oh,
calling everybody else. You know that bitch, Mrs. Jones? She got a goddamn OnlyFans page. What? Here,
yeah.
check it
No,
out.
outraged as a group. Yeah. Call up the whole damn PTA. Nah, we all coming for Mrs. Jones' ass. She got to go. No, absolutely. Oh, nah, you breaking up heavy. Nah, teachers, sit your asses down. You can't be breaking up these people happy homes. That's
Exactly. And that's what's happening because before, think about it, they didn't have that. But now, if you look good, and think about it, the teachers we had when we was going to school, I want to see them bitches on OnlyFans out the door on some steps sitting in the chair. I didn't want to see them motherfuckers at all. Them old haggard looking bastards. I don't want to fuck with them. But these teachers now, they're like, oh my God, what the hell? So they're
wow.
different. I mean, you had a teacher who dresses tight, and you were like, I can't believe she's dressed like that. The woman had assets. She
Mm-hmm,
had breasts.
mm-hmm.
What she gonna do with them? I mean, she can't.
Where
She
was she going?
wore.
Where was
She
she going?
had exactly. She had a damn turtleneck from here and long pants. She's too sexy. She's wearing a fucking turtleneck and long pants. What the fuck you mean she's dressed too sexy? That's how she is. Her body banging. So then you mad.
Yeah, no, people, yeah, no, that turtleneck could do something different. Yeah, no, Men will get mad at you. You stepping out. Where you going in that? It's a turtleneck. It's a turtleneck. Yeah,
Yes.
that turtleneck hits you a certain type of way. What? I love it.
And
I'm
see,
not.
and
Oh,
so now these women are going through these teachers, new breed of teachers going through things that previous teachers didn't have to go through. Plus, you have the social media; they have an
yeah,
opportunity to make more money. Why
yeah.
wouldn't you take advantage of it?
I saw.
I can't fault them. I can't fault them if they making
No,
extra money.
who's a man? Of course you can't fault them. damn Jones shaking her ass on OnlyFans, fucking your wife head up. You done already pissed that woman off so many times, and now you out here watching Miss Jones in addition to all these other bitches. She said absolutely off with their heads. Now, now to play devil's advocate, is that like you hating on a bitch? Like, are you hating on a woman? Like, what's happening here? Because to a certain extent, like some women will argue, I'm not the reason of you and your man having any issues in your household. I'm not the reason why he's coming to this page, right? You perhaps could possibly, what we say, not handling your business. Um and maybe that's why he's showing up um amongst these 90 percenters to view this OnlyFans collection.
And that's the thing, T. You just mentioned something. Women don't understand. You have to constantly make sure that you're in a spot to keep your man's attention.
I didn't mention that. I
Oh,
just I just don't do. You're not gonna put that on for me, Malcolm. I just wondered. That's all I did. I just wondered. I didn't take accountability. I didn't say that that's what we was not doing, handling business in the house. I didn't say that. I didn't.
I just had to throw that out there. I mean,
Is it
hey, I
a
mean,
possibility? Is that what you said?
it's a possibility. It's like, I go back to this thing. You whatever got your man, you should continue to do to keep his interest. Now, we as men, we're gonna look. We're gonna look. And as women, you're gonna look. I
Okay.
get pissed off when I hear guys talk, married guys talking about, I keep my wife look at people. I said, motherfucker, she should look at people. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
she's going to look at people. You look at people. Well, yeah, you would. What the fuck's the difference? Because
But
you're
do I
still humans.
people in front of him? Can he look at people in front of me? Like, how does it go? How long can the look last for? Is there like a time limit on how long he can't? Because if it, I just feel like if the gaze is too long, hold
Yes,
on, hold
yes.
on.
As
You
guys,
know,
to be smart, let me tell you guys, don't
yeah.
stand on more than 2 seconds. Two
Okay, so
seconds without glasses. With glasses on, you can do a lot more because with glasses on, you don't really know what sunglasses on. You don't really know what you're looking at because
why?
as long as you hold her arm and you every once in a while look at her and nod your head, the rest of the time you're looking around, you can scope all other kinds of shit. While you out there, you just out there like, yeah, oh shit, yeah, yeah, baby, you right. But you gotta be strategic about it. You gotta be smart about it. You just can't be out there with no glasses on, just looking. God damn, she fine. Damn, she got fat. No, that's gonna get you slapped up. It's gonna get you not getting no ass. Probably walking home. A lot of other bad things. You don't want to have that happen for somebody that don't even know who the fuck you are, and don't know you looking at them, and you're gonna fuck up your happy home for that. No, you gotta be strategic. You gotta make
There's
sure you
too
rotate.
thirst going on. Like, you can't be like in the 40 and over club and then you like gawking at women still. How many women you haven't seen? Like, what is happening here? You haven't seen nice cheeks before? You've missed that all your life? I don't understand why. And we're still doing it. Like, so if you're still doing that, you shouldn't. It looks too thirsty.
And that's a very true statement. But the women put themselves up there like that. Nobody between these BBLs and just everybody want to show their body. It used to be when it gets warm, you can see ass. You
Yeah.
see ass all the time now. It's
So
just
why they
ass.
gawking? If you seeing it all the time, why they still gawking out there? Huh? Like, sir, sir, sir. Yes, that's ass. That's all ass right there. Why are you so mesmerized over the ass? Like, good grief. It's taking y'all out here. Half of them ain't even real. That's the other part.
Oh, and that's the other thing we look at too. I can tell you, we be out there like, oh, that's natural ass right there.
Wow.
That's homegrown ass right there. But and that
Wow.
right there is ass grown in the lab right there. That's ass that's just been
Wow.
formatted that ass and putting it on somebody. And at that point, you're like, wow, shit, go ahead, buy ass. Oh shit. So we look at that, and it depends on how it's formed, and sometimes it's so deformed. You're like, bitch, go back get your money. Go back
Mhm.
and take that shit out and start over. But all that just enhances. Sexuality is all around you. So of course, when you talk about teachers, you got a fine teacher. Is she? Is she? Here's the other thing, T. This the elephant in the room. Women have a finite time to use their beauty to this fullest extent.
Mhm.
So if you're young, you're in your 20s and 30s, even 40s,
Mhm.
and then you have a nice whatever asset you have,
We tapping in.
you have to tap in. You
Tap,
gotta get that money. You gotta tap in. So you go in there, and I don't blame them because again, gas is high, food is high, rent, mortgage, shit high. And
mhm.
if you're teaching money is you can barely get over or barely get by, and not to mention you have student loans.
Mhm.
So you add all that together, and you gonna sit there. You can on one hand, say, I could go work at Giant Food or Safeway and make a little money, or I can sit in the comfort of my own home, put on a bikini, put on some lingerie, put on nothing, and have money just fall into my account while I'm asleep. I pretty much going for me, for what I'm seeing, is women say, I'm gonna use my assets until I can't use them no more, or I get into a relationship, or maybe I got a relationship with my husband or boyfriend, don't matter. They don't care that I do it. Take advantage of it. It's the ability to make money and not sell drugs, not sell ass, not do any stuff that people will quote unquote think that, oh, that's unsavory and you shouldn't do that. But
Not
shit's high here.
unsavory, and you shouldn't do it. There's
That's
just someone's touching you.
that's a big difference. See, there you're touching yourself behind
You
OnlyFans. The other
need some-
place somebody else is touching you.
yeah. I mean, I don't know, but I do think that it works better if there's something defined that as a parent, you know what the rules and expectations are of the people who are going to be serving your kids, as well as a teacher, the rules and expectations of the county, or of the school
Mhm.
system that you're serving. So stuff like this shouldn't happen unless you just try to do it from the back door, and shit, you try to go around the rules, and what it is. You got caught up, and it's just not the look of the company that you represented, and you signed papers that stated you wouldn't represent yourself in such a way, and you ready to carry on. And at that point, shit, if it was OnlyFans and it was making you that much money, you okay to carry on.
Yes, because again, you still gotta, you gotta live. That's the other thing. What people fail to realize is, granted, we would love to just do the jobs we do and get paid well
Hmm.
for what we do. And you would think being a teacher, you'd be paid well because you could determine the future of the kids, the future kids, future society. So you would
Yeah.
think you would take care of them, but it's obvious that they don't spend that money to take care of the teachers like they should, and we spend it on other things. And this what you have. This what happens because you have a younger mindset that they're like, that's a hustle mentality. It's a hustle culture that's out here now. So I got bills, it ain't covering. I'm gonna do something to cover it. And there are women who do go out there and say, I'm gonna work at some department store or whatever to make money. But there's other ones that, nope. I can sit here, do an hour worth of stuff, put it out there, and I constantly make money because now I could do it one time and people just sign on and constantly see it. So the effort of work is diminished. You don't have to. You're not trading time for money. You're actually just saying, I'm gonna spend this time to do what I need to do, put it on the site, and guys will come to it. And all I can do is take it and break it up and put it out there however I want to do it. I'm not breaking my back. I'm not losing any sleep. And I make my money. So I can't. And the guys do it too. There's guys that do OnlyFans too. But you gotta use your assets. And again, if you don't want teachers to do it, pay them more. Simple. Just pay them more to do their job, and you won't see Miss Jones's assets anywhere else.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's fair. Let's talk about this 90% of married men on OnlyFans. Let's talk about that you try to glaze right on by.
Okay.
I
Okay. Yeah.
saw that.
Based on some research, I look at three different sources. I said, I don't believe this. I said, can't be 90% of men.
Mhm.
And each time I kept finding, I kept saying, and what's behind that?
OnlyFans themselves, were they the ones who released that statement, like that bit of statistic?
I think it was a couple. I think it wasn't OnlyFans. I think it was some other research groups were doing. They go out there and they sample certain people and see who's likely to look at OnlyFans. And so it happens a lot of married guys responded back, yeah, well, I'll check it out. Um, and it's really, for guys, to me, it's the new age strip club.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what it is. So instead of going out there, walking to a club, sitting around, and man, I ain't gonna tell no secrets of what we do at the strip club. But, you partake of the entertainment, and, you go out there, you have a little drink and go on home. Now, you don't have to go out to the clubs if you don't want to. And guys still go, but you can just sit home and go down a list of, like back then strippers, Peaches and Coco and
Mhm.
Cinnamon Keisha and them. So, but now you just go and you go down to OnlyFans, you're like, oh shoot, boom, it's comfort of your own home. It's like it's
Okay.
one-on-one. It's like going to the VIP section. But it's not physical in that
Mhm.
in that aspect. It's virtual love. So, I think guys are, and guys need a sense of relaxation also. I think on top of that, we work hard. Well, a lot of us work hard. We come home, maybe y'all not in the mood at that time. Okay, I'm gonna harass you. I'm gonna go ahead and click on that little button.
That's what it was. I was in the mood, but you was on OnlyFans. That- Don't try to cover that up. The woman not in the mood. Nah, we in the mood. Yeah, but y'all was too busy on OnlyFans. So now you not in the mood. Yeah. What if that's what's happening? What if that's what's happening?
You know, and I also it's another thing that we're talking about
Mm-hmm.
is a lot of the men that go on OnlyFans want to have conversations because you can do. 'Cause I've never been on OnlyFans, y'all, so I'm new to the game.
Yeah.
But they're saying that you can have conversation with them. So they're saying a lot of the women that they interviewed said that a lot of men who come on there more likely have conversation. Yeah, they go for the pictures and all the other stuff, but they like to have conversation with them. And they say and they complain a lot about their lives, about their wives, about situations, and they just want to talk. And so that's telling me women don't want to listen to men talk.
No, y'all liars. You done went to the damn lady that you had the audacity to be paying for conversation. Told this broad every single lie that you knew she would hear because you done paid her to listen to it. Your wife been complaining for years about how you don't want to talk to her. And everybody knows it, including her mama. And then you done gone to Peaches and told her how you don't want to, she don't want to talk to me. She don't want to listen. No, you don't want to listen to me. I've been trying to talk. Mm-mm. No,
Oh Lord.
keep on doing no, sis. I ain't gonna hate on you. But shit, nah, he's lying. Y'all know it. Mm,
See, again, a lot of times women don't want to listen to. Let's be
no,
honest. I don't want to listen to us.
they don't want to listen to the bullshit after you done already disrespected them and not validated listening to the woman. See, I think that a lot of men move off of a woman's reaction to their action. Like you acted in a certain way, and now I'm reacting to that, and now you mad. How the hell you pissed me off, got me in my feelings? I'm upset, and now you mad because I'm upset. That's dumb. That's how men move. Oh, that's how you gonna feel? Yes, you offended me. Now I'm in my feelings. You're not gonna go right. You're not gonna do the better to ease over the situation. Oh, so now you don't want to hear me. No, because you didn't want to talk to me when I wanted to talk. So now I'm acting like a bitch and I don't want to talk to you. And now you out at Miss Peaches, used to be her room, but now you in her virtual room telling her all types of lies about me. Miss Peaches got a man in real life, so she already know that you lying.
Oh Lord. It,
Mm-hmm.
it's the thing is though, as I said, men we are emotionally immature for the most part. Because
Mm-hmm.
again, no one trains men on how to handle their emotions. Because again, you growing up, you was crying, oh, you stop being a bitch, stop being a girl. So men hold that shit in. So again, we don't know when we are attacked emotionally, we don't know how to react to it. So our reaction is, you mad? Fuck, I'm be mad too. You made me
Yeah.
mad. Shit, we both mad, goddamn. We're both fucking mad. And I'm like, fuck it. Yeah, you gonna stay mad because I'm mad. So now y'all both walk around mad for really no fucking reason. It's just communication issues. But
Not for a solid reason. It's for a solid reason. You didn't validate my feelings and that offended me, and then you was offended that I was offended. You might as well set that shit on fire at that point. I mean, what there's nothing you can do. That's why the man's on the computer.
yes, and at that point, if you want the man off the computer, then again that takes a little work. That means that you're gonna have to really understand
Manipulate.
where he's coming from and how to really talk
Oh,
to him.
my bad.
You gotta learn how to talk to him. So
Manip-
again, it so
Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. That's what.
see, I mean, here's the thing, T. Women under fucking stand when they date their man and they go through the process and they marry him, they
Yeah.
know who he is. They know his weaknesses. They know his strengths. But
Oh,
y'all kind of overlook the things that you want to overlook and not really deal with the things that you really should deal with. For instance, communication.
yeah. Yeah.
So, like, yeah, he can't communicate, he can't express his feelings. I know when he does talk about his feelings, he stammer and stumble a little bit because because we can't. It's like if we weren't taught how to do it, we're just trying to get out words so maybe you can understand it and put it together. But then women, so y'all saying during that process, like, you know what? I need to make him feel more comfortable expressing himself. And more importantly, that when he tells you something, which a lot of guys have been sending this to me on the response to a lot of our stuff, they don't want that shit to come back and be used against them. I
Oh,
can't tell you how many women say that shit. Got me guys say, I do not want to tell women shit because
yeah.
we're gonna fucking somehow down the fucking road
Yeah.
use that shit against me.
It's
And
like
now you could yes, it's like they're
you know,
waiting for that shit. They're
throw
waiting for you like they got the big joker. I'm waiting, motherfucker. I'm waiting
it.
for you. Bam, and caught you.
Yeah.
And now you feel like chill. The one person in my life who I felt I could open my heart to and show her who I am, she fucking used it against me.
Yeah. Yeah. Men do the same thing too. It's just not on the same level. Like the same amount of them. But I think women do that. Like, yeah, let me take those items, put them in my little gun, and when it's time, I'm gonna shoot them off because I don't know. That's one of our, fortes. That's where we stand strong at. That's how I knock you off that's how I knock you down. And sometimes I be having to be knocked down.
And see, and again, why we gotta be knocked down? Why we gotta be knocked down?
Cause you
Why couldn't we
off my they be
see?
all feeling small in the corner, crying. I mean, I gotta call my sister up. Uh-uh.
See, that's the reason why we got the issues we got right now. And let me be honest, it's a petty thing. If you really think about it, it's really a petty. It's like, oh, you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
And it's like if we're at a point where we're in a relationship, fuck it, if we married, then we shouldn't be at that stage of being petty to hurt each other. Because again, as I go back, and we've said many times, because we're a team. So I did something to hurt you, you should just say, "Hey, this is what you did. I don't appreciate it." And then as a guy, we need to sit there and listen. But again, all this is learned behavior.
But we're past that. See, the woman is like, I've been doing that. I tried to learn football, sit down so he could relax and not annoy this man. I keep bending and giving him everything that he wants. And I try to be agreeable and I try to be quiet. And he don't give me what I need. And so then it's like, how do I try to get what I need from him when he's not giving me what I need? And I feel like I'm giving him the things that he's needing. I'm giving him, food, love, respect, sex, everything. Females be feeling like they pouring they everything into a man, and then you come home from work and he don't even want to talk to you. You got a goddamn football game on or a soccer game or a basketball game on 24 hours. Like you gotta watch the pregame, the game, the post game, the after game. The game don't stop for some of them. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not the sports game, you can't name one man you can have a conversation with while he's video gaming.
Oh,
And
oh,
so some men, they're selfish. Most men are selfish, and you want to come in the house and then I need to move sorry because I went to work. Everybody went to work, dummy. And you talking about I need a minute. Let me just play my game. I just need a minute. No, you don't got no minutes. We got three damn kids in here. I would like to, talk to an adult who's not a coworker because I thought I had a life partner, and you over there talking about, oh, give me a minute, give you what? It don't feel like respect after a while. And so then the woman starts trying to figure out ways to, like I said earlier, try to kind of like manipulate the situation. Like,
Mhm.
how do I toss something back at him that's going to make him notice and realize that what he's given is not what I'm wanting? And then we get carried away after that.
See, and T, glad you brought that up. You said that, which is, and I'm, hey, 100% right behind that.
I had to take a
But
selfie after all that. That was a lot.
there's a lot, and very true. It's a very true argument. And what I would say to that is those were the discussions that you should have had before you got married, before you got engaged, because again, that goes back to me to communication. And
Mm-hmm.
and at that point, you're not going to really find out what someone thinks unless you communicate. If you go in your head based on what he should do or he should know or he should ought to know or understand this, no, men ain't gonna understand where you from. Again, women are from Venus, men are from Mars. We're not unless you talk about it and you say, listen, if we have kids and this and that, and of course, early on, you're gonna say, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But you want to have that conversation because down the road, you say, motherfucker, remember when we were talking about that and you said you're gonna do this and this? Oh yeah, I did. I'm having problems because again, I understand you need your time. I need my time too. But we got these three motherfucking kids. We got co co-parent, parent these kids. So I
Mm-hmm.
need a little help. We are a fucking team. I can't be on defense all the time and you sit around on offense drinking goddamn Kool-Aid all day talking about, damn, she out there working hard on that defense and I
Oh,
ain't doing shit. And the defense being the offense ain't doing shit. Just sitting around drinking fucking coffee, drinking shots and shit. No, motherfucker, we are a team. You're the offense, I'm the defense, or flip that shit around. We got to help each other doing this shit. So that's a real conversation that nobody has. And
mhm.
again, women don't have the conversation early because I want to hook them up. I want to get them. You want to look all the nice shit. Then
Mhm.
I'm like, this it's nice shit. There's also fucked up shit, and you need to have that conversation so you know the good shit and the bad shit, the yin and the yang. Don't just look at all. He handsome. He this. He look good. He smell good. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Then how's this motherfucker with kids?
Yeah.
How's his upbringing? Where did he come from? So that would tell you what type of teaching, what kind of learning needs to happen. If he came from a single family home and his mama did every goddamn thing, he's going to look at his mama because that's what happens. You look at how you're brought up, and then he's going to act accordingly. And you'll know when you meet the mama, like, oh, this motherfucker's a baby,
Oh,
mama's boy. I got to change his ass.
you
And
so.
actuality is not changing him; it's
Mhm.
teaching him, it's
Mhm.
training him, it's showing him a different way, it's opening his eyes up to something else, and not forcing him, but
Mhm.
laying it out and say, here's a better way, another way, another, not better, another way to think, another
Yeah.
way to for us to help ourselves raise our kids.
Yeah.
But it can't be you, it can't be me.
This is how we gonna approach things now. The other side to that coin is the man who has the at home wife and
Oh
she
Lord.
and she ain't cook no dinner. And now he come home, he mad as hell. He can't move side because she talking about some. Can you run to the store for me real quick? No, that man actually supposed to be able to come home. And now he's sitting there, don't know how to necessarily, he don't want to storm on the woman because then she gonna melt, right? But
Yep.
then he has to try to manipulate that situation also to get what he wants from her as well.
And T, that goes back to conversation again. Because again, for her to be a housewife, the
Mm-hmm.
conversation had to be had.
At least
Because
you, at
I
least.
hope. Because she can't tell me, you gotta work and I'm gonna stay home. The fuck you will. If you ain't got no kids, you're gonna get your goofy ass out here. We're all working. Fuck that shit. I'm not gonna sit here and look at the Young and the Rest of some bullshit or some shit on IG and come home and you tell me, this motherfucker on IG said some shit, bitch. The motherfucker on IG should have told your ass cook a dinner, nigga. Cook a dinner.
stay-at-home wife just pisses y'all off. Like the stay-at-home mom, everybody can wrap their head around it. But the stay-at-home wife, oh y'all mad. Oh
Okay.
y'all community.
Hey, T, why again? Unless she's sick, unless something fucking happened, and if she had surgery or she was off sick somehow, she better get her ass out and do some fucking work. You can't be sitting home by yourself nowadays on one goddamn income, and you be like, I want to go out. Fucking going to. I've been in the house too long. Get a job, bitch. You wouldn't be in the house all the time. Fuck that. No, no, no. That Ozzy and Harriet motherfucking Leave It to Beaver shit. That 50 shit don't exist no more. You got to go out there and I say this: if you out there and you working, and we're both working, and we ain't got no kids, then your money could be your money, depending on how much you're making. You know, depending on the bills and all that shit.
No, your money, we still sharing. Let's pull it all together. Don't pull that. Our money, our money. This is ours. We are together now. No, ain't no man never ever. Bob, nah, that's just keep your money to yourself. Absolutely not, babe. Let me put this in your account. Nuh-uh. Because you know I ain't got as much as you got. They're not about to do that.
See, and again, I'm just trying to avoid the arguments because you can't be as a wife, you can't be home all day and not cook dinner.
I just feel like some of these, even some of these conversation pieces that you have in the beginning, I just don't think that they can save you from these arguments later on down the road. Can they? Can they really? I think they can help you, like you said, remind somebody, hey, the expectation and what we set out for. But does it really solve it for later on down the road?
I don't think it will, but at least you had a discussion. You
I
at
got
least you popped the cap on it. So you
yeah,
can't be like, we never had this conversation and shit all
yeah.
those years. We didn't do that. Oh yeah, we did. And
Because
remember what you
we'll
did?
hold on. We'll hold on. Oh no, no, you ain't never tell me I had to get a job. I've been staying at home. What's the problem now? You can afford it. Yeah,
See, now,
yeah.
and at that point,
We'll
a
come
lot
up.
of guys are just going like, "Fuck that." No, and that's why a lot of guys are scared to get married. They're like, "Oh no, I ain't trying to get tied up like that." And it's like you gotta have these conversations early. Again, while you having conversations about what you like and all that shit, have other conversations, have uncomfortable conversations, because
Yeah.
that's how you get to know somebody by saying, what do you do? What would you do? And that rolls into another question that I saw recently, and I'm going to say it this way: you're dating.
Mm-hmm.
You're all through the process. You're doing things. You're doing the dirty, and you told your woman that I don't want a kid. I don't want kids. But along the way, she ended up getting pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
and she's the kind of want to get an abortion.
She got pregnant, or they got pregnant together.
Well, say he helped her get pregnant.
Seen a woman get pregnant on her own. Be like, oops, I got pregnant. Absolutely not. No, you got me pregnant. You did this.
See, so yes, so we participated in a partition in a game that ended up with me helping you get pregnant.
Okay.
And in the beginning we talked about he didn't want a kid,
Yeah.
and she's like, I'm not going to have an abortion. And the question was for the man, what should you do?
Run like hell. Because you is the daddy now. You is the daddy now, baby. You can run, but you can't hide. Welcome to fatherhood, my brother. Yeah, go ahead and get you a little diaper subscription. Get you that little diaper rash cream together for your house. This baby coming over there. Uh-uh. You're a dad now. Don't tell nobody that you don't want to have kids other than your penis. That's it.
And the guys were livid. The guys are like, she knew I didn't want to have kids, but she had one. She gonna have one anyway.
No, you did want kids because you made the child.
I told a guy who sent that to me, and I said, "Bruh, it was totally. You could totally not have a kid. In
Yeah.
fact, it's not up to her. It's up to you.
Yeah.
So while she was all bent over in the prone position, and you like, damn, I ain't got no condoms on me, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the old pull out routine, and maybe that'll work.
So
You took the
you're
risk.
being deep. That's what you're saying. Because in 2024, like, hold on, we got condoms, we got birth control, we got Plan B, and you still had a baby that you didn't want after all. No, no, you have a baby that you wanted, that you fathered with a conscious mind, and now you're going to raise this child and be a good father. That's all.
And again, I tell guys, I said, listen, you may say that I don't want no kids and all that. Yeah, you'll say it. But
Hmm.
women will hear kid baby out. They're not hearing you clearly. They're like, okay, if I, especially if you out there raw dogging it.
That's
So
it's the only thing that like makes sense. Like it's like you didn't want a relationship, but you out here, you know, spending the night every night, making sure the door is locked before y'all go to sleep. You know, you're paying the rent, you paying the car note. I don't want no relationship. No, this is the relationship and we're in it. Like your words are saying one thing, but your actions are proving something else. We need to get our words to align with our actions, and then you become a respectable person. So to have
absolutely.
a man or to want us to identify people as, being a mature man, right? And your words are not aligning up with your actions, you don't qualify as a mature man, and that's fair. But if we're going to have the conversation and we're going to do it amongst mature people, this is not acceptable. You can't sit in. What do? We go to the local Target and we get them Pampers and them wipes and that A&D ointment. Go ahead and pick up some onesies too, because that baby is due in 40 weeks. That's all we're going to do. Send out them invitations because your mother is going to enjoy the baby shower. Yeah, you ain't got to do too much because they doing way too much nowadays for the baby shower. But yeah, we're gonna have us a baby shower and at least having us a baby. Cause
Wow. So so basically what you're saying, there's no, or a guy can ask like, listen, are you sure? We can go you can go take care of that.
there are several women who a man get them pregnant and he look at you want to get an abortion. The bitch is like, yeah, I ain't want no babies neither. She gonna run to the clinic. You hear me? But that's her choice. Yeah, we're all out here making choices. Okay. I wasn't in control of where you squirted what you squirted. You decided to keep that in and squirt up inside. You could have pulled it out. I wasn't in control of that. That was your body part. You got to choose for your body parts and what you was going to do with it. And I'm going to choose for mine because that's just how God made it. And if you say that's not fair, that's unequal, your equal parts you already made your choice with. Like which direction you was going to shoot in. Hold on. Hold on. No. Go ahead.
Yes,
Because you know what? The other side to this, oh, I don't want no kid right now and I can't do it. They're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. They're freaking incredible. Yeah, they get on your nerves sometimes and they can be annoying and they're your brokest best friends, but they're absolutely amazing and incredible people. And those 18 years of life, okay, those first 18 years of life are the fastest years that you could ever run past.
that's
So the
true.
acting like that towards the people that's taking care of us later on, acting like they strangers. Oh, I ain't want no You don't fix your damn face for that legacy that you just brought into this world and be grateful that you even have someone to look that can look up to you, that's gonna actually give a shit about you, even when you shit on them. Stop playing with me. I'm tired of us disrespecting these kids at this point. It's getting carried away. We out here trying to have a quick nut, quick fun. That's all good. And pregnancy sex is just as amazing. That's the part nobody wants to talk about. No, absolutely not, sir. You had a baby because you made the baby. It's time to take care of the baby and enjoy the baby. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Damn. That shit, you don't put it out, you don't wrap, you don't put all that shit together. Like, and I go back to guys, when you play adult games, you win adult prizes.
That's it. That's it. That's in a nutshell. Okay.
Yes, it's as simple as that, and I don't understand why we going through that, but be aware. I don't care how fine she is. I don't care if it's right there, you can't help yourself. For that second, you better fucking say, oh, if this goes bad or goes sideways,
Mhm.
I can have a kid. Can I afford to have a kid? And because you're like, fuck, I'm struggling to just take care of myself. Multiply that by 100 times. That's how it's gonna be taking care of kid. And you're gonna take care of the kid. One way or the other, you're gonna take care of your kid. Either you're gonna do it willfully or the court's gonna make you do it. So be prepared for, just to be out there willy nilly swinging it, or you're gonna pay dearly for it.
Yeah.
Dearly. Oh, T. I saw something on goddamn Reddit. It had me rolling. What?
Yeah.
Rolling like shake my head. This young lady was talking about she had seen some ladies and she asked a question. She said, would you rather have a broke father at the
Mhm.
house taking care of the kids,
Mhm.
or would you have a financially responsible baby daddy to send you a check, but not take care of the kids at the home? She said that all the women said, I'd rather get that check than to have that broke ass man in my house taking care of my kids.
No, that's
She
not the
went
order.
off.
That's not the order. You gotta take his broke ass. He in the house. He's there consistently. He's in there eating up all the fucking cereal, playing damn video games. Ain't help nobody get dressed for school. But that's what you chose. And y'all gonna have to do y'all work. Yeah, shit. I mean, that's a sad. I don't know why they trying to paint us into the worst situations to be having. What and I mean, come on.
She said that shit to you. She said, I feel sorry. She said, I feel disgusted for being a black woman.
For
She
what?
said that for being a black woman. She said, I feel
Black women.
disgusted
Because
for being
all the
black.
first of all, y'all not gonna keep putting us in these crazy ass positions. That's number one. Okay, either I got a broke man in the house or I got a steady check outside of the. Either way, I'm broke because I'm tired as hell. Either I'm tired from being a single mother or I'm tired from being a single mother and having to look at his ass every day inside the house.
That's
Like
true.
either way, y'all just done painted out one of the worst pictures for being a woman. That's
Yes.
not that's not if people don't know, you know, just for the record, you're supposed to choose the man in your home. You're
Hello. Yes. You're supposed to choose that dude.
supposed to choose a present male figure inside of the home. Um, for several reasons. I just can't I just can't show or teach my son how to think and move, right? You
Hmm.
have to see it. You have to breathe it. You have to be around it. I
Yes.
was on vacation and I looked up and my nephew was with me. My nephew walked like my brother-in-law. Okay. He
Wow.
lean in and talk to people like my brother-in-law. He got that social, like charismatic, like, go about him. Like my brother-in-law, right?
Wow.
Like the children will um they'll emulate how you move, how you laugh, right? They'll choose
Hmm.
which parent they're going to, without even thinking about it, who they're going to laugh like, right? Who they're going to imitate and copy from.
Yep.
They're to be picking and choosing. And as a young boy, you need a man to see how that man moves, how he just goes in the refrigerator and grabs something out of the refrigerator, how he moves about in the kitchen. It's totally different than a woman.
Yes.
As weird as it sounds, even the way they open up the refrigerator and grab something out of the refrigerator is going to be different. So, no, you
Absolutely.
actually want the presence of a man in your home who is biologically linked to those kids. That's definitely a benefit. Um, to show them and to be able to imprint on them the things that you just can't sit down and teach someone what to do, how to move, how to be. To
Yeah.
be
That's that is so.
We
It's
failed the test that we shouldn't have been taking, Malcolm. That's what happened there. Like we shouldn't have been taking that. Why y'all done put us between a rock and a hard damn place? Damned if you do and damned if you don't. We still tired at the end of that day. That wasn't no, I didn't like that. They set us up for failure. But we got the record straight, just so we know, just so we're clear.
oh my God. And thank you. Because again, I was sitting there thinking, the reason we got the issues we got right now with our kids is because we don't have the fathers involved in these kids' lives. And if the mama again say, I could do everything, you can't do everything. You are doing everything, but you shouldn't do everything because there's two parties to this connection. So, and again, I don't even only thing I think personally, if a guy's been uh violent to you or been putting handsies and abuse you like that, then no, he shouldn't be involved with your life, and he obviously shouldn't be involved in the kid's life because he obviously got some issues he got to deal with. That's the only reason I can see a father not being in a kid's life or in your life because
Mm-hmm.
that's detrimental to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this whole choosing money over a good father, he just happened to be broke or out of work or whatever. It just sends us down that road that we're currently going on, which is not a good ending for anybody.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Our men are broke. They're not. So let's stop that. Let's stop that, that notion that we got all these broke ass fathers in the black community. Nah, we got fathers that feel like they're being taken advantage of who don't want to be taken advantage of. And so they're gonna mix and maneuver. But nah, that's that phrase just keeps going. We got where the hell that come from? Like what?
and it's
No.
coming out of all these places, and it's making it's definitely pissing guys off because again, I see it all the time when they always want to make us look bad. No, we out here working and struggling and shit, trying to take care of shit. Again, granted, I'm not gonna disrespect my kid. Mama, it is what it is. But bitch, you understand? I gotta work, and I'm trying to take care of this. And again, I hear you. I say, hey, I feel you. But again, you understand you have a responsibility because when you went out there and had kids by whomever, it is your responsibility as a man to take care of your responsibilities. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're a little broke, gotta get a second job.
Mm.
If
But
you
no,
got you gotta
they
do.
that's number one. They don't like the idea of getting two jobs. They like, nah, sometimes you gotta get two jobs, two hustles, more than one stream of income. It's just the way your, bank is set up, as we like to say.
Exactly, exactly. And again, that goes back to control. That goes back to being accountable and ownership in your shit. When you have one kid and you gotta take care of, you should at that point, you know what? That's enough for me. I don't care who I'm dating. I got this one kid I'm taking care of. I'm good because she gonna want a kid. I personally can't take care of more than two kids. Really, two kids and a wife. So I'm just glad to slow down on doing some things. You got to have that conversation. But again, it's based on a conversation and actions that you did. Actions have consequences. This is your consequence. You got the kid can't suffer because I don't want no kids or anything like that. The kid eats every day. Kid goes bad from it every day. Has clothes every day. That's your responsibility as a father. Yeah, is it hard? Fucking right, it's hard. But you made it hard. You made the decision. She didn't take your dick and shove it up in her and said, just leave it there and then boom, we have a kid. You did. You could have very easily said, oh, I'm not even gonna do it. Because I don't get caught. But
I'm
you
not
got caught.
involved in this. We not committed. I don't know what's gonna happen. You probably out here trying to trap me. Men like to trap women and pretend like they didn't, but that'd be a whole nother conversation. But either way you slices the pie, we all gotta pick and choose what we're doing out here, you
You have
know.
to.
Because if you sleeping with a woman and she says to you, you tell her I don't want no kids, and she be like, "Oh, me either," and she's not on any bit of birth control, but she's just letting you have the field day with her. She's down for whatever, probably. So
Yep.
I'm gonna scream out, "She trapped me." Yep, sure did. Like, what are you?
Hey, gentlemen, I think you should look for pills or patches or any of that shit. Don't just take her word for it that they ain't on nothing.
See, but that would require one thing, Malcolm.
What would that take? What would that require?
A conversation.
Yes, you're absolutely right. That will
You're
take a conversation.
gonna actually talk to know what she's on. You get what I'm saying? And
Yes,
mm,
yes. Damn. And again, they gotta have the conversation, though. T. They have to. I
yep.
mean, you would think before. Again, what we said before in
Hold
previous.
hold on, because some of these men done slept with men who they thought was women. And they mad after. So there's not a lot going on beforehand. I'm just convinced. There's a
Yeah.
lot of oops and going on out here. Oops, the wrong gender. Oops, I had a baby. Oops, oops. No, no, men have to stand in their leadership, man. Come on. You got to stand up, you got to grow up, and you got to be accountable for what it is that you're doing.
Yes, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. You can't
Bottom
be like, I
line.
was drunk, I was high. If I hear that shit one more fucking time, yeah, I fucked her, man. I ain't know she was a dude. I was drunk, I was high, I was boated. Man, fuck that. My thing is, before I do any of that,
Yeah,
can you
it's true
check?
though. It's true.
Can
But
you check shit
stuff
before
going on,
you do shit?
but especially around people you don't know, because it was people, not just women, people. You
Yes. Oh
and
shit, girl.
love. Everybody need love.
Yeah, and this is so true. And like I said, I'm not. I'm gonna say this. Been to Atlanta. Atlanta's a beautiful, beautiful city. I saw so many women that I thought were women that were men. It was mind blowing,
Mm,
and I was like, "Oh my!" I mean, ass, everything. Only thing you could tell one guy had a almost a full, not full beard, but very nice beard, and from behind, ass for days. But
right.
if you were like the kind of look at the ass, didn't want to look at the face, and just had a conversation, which I don't understand how you have a conversation not look at them, but and just say, "Oh, I had a few drinks. That ass got me." Yeah, it's gonna get you. But
Mm-hmm.
you can't allow that to happen. You gotta ask questions. You gotta really ask questions. Like, especially when you have transgenders who don't want to talk about their what they're going through. You're gonna have to say something. And again, you can I feel like a woman, but I feel like a woman, but I have man parts.
Mm-hmm.
There are guys that will go for that.
There are. Yeah.
So again,
The pool is large. The pool is large, but you have to be informed when in the pool so you know who you're playing with there. Yeah.
absolutely,
You
absolutely.
want you pairing up with somebody who's the wrong gender, or you pairing up with somebody who wants kids versus and you don't want kids, or you don't want that gender. That's you not vetting that situation. That's not them. Like,
Yes.
yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying some people don't tangle with a little deceit, but you got to protect yourself. Men have, because they love to tell us, "Oh, y'all gotta protect yourself. Y'all just letting the men take advantage." No, we are. We not stepping up, and we not vetting the men properly, and we not, giving ourselves time and space to figure these guys out. Nah, but it goes both ways. So we both can't be out here claiming to be the victim, because that is getting crazy out here. That today's man is like a victim.
That sounds crazy to me when I hear that. Like I'm being victimized. You being what? By
Yeah.
whom? And why are you being victimized by anybody? If you're the man, you're the leader, you should be victimized by anybody. And you shouldn't be victimizing anyone either. So again, to hear that just like something has gotten really skewed
Mm-hmm.
and everybody wants to blame. Fuck a blame. But the thing is, if you have a conversation with them and be real, like, hey, if it's a girl, if you like women and have look like it's a woman, looks like a woman, because again, a lot of these beautiful, beautiful women, but they just happen to be men, still have men
Yeah.
part. But you got to ask that question. But you can't just assume and not ask the question, then find out surprise, when you take it to that level, and then
Mm-hmm.
want to whip that person's ass
Mm-hmm.
deceitful by them, obviously. But
Mm-hmm.
at that point, I don't put my hands on you. I have to blame me. Like, why the fuck I even let myself get to this point, not even ask the question or dig deeper. But
Yep.
I just take it there. So again, ownership and accountability. We men as men get back to that and stop blaming people for shit. We got to
Yeah.
own our shit. If we ain't leading, then
Better.
we're being led. Led.
And
Yeah,
you gotta choose to do better. Yeah.
exactly,
'Cause you can't
exactly.
baby mothers. and then be blaming all of them like they was all the problem.
No, you can't do that. That you can't
Uh,
do. Eh,
4 ladies later, they got great jobs. Like you talking about some they all got this and that because of you. They don't. Mm-mm. They got amazing families. They come from two-parent households. Like, no, no, you're the common denominator. Yeah.
Absolutely. And
No
that it going back to ownership. We got to
better.
own the shit, and we got to do better. And girl, this conversation, this is gonna be a good one. I saw this too. A mother was arguing with her baby's father's new girlfriend about disciplining their kid.
Oh yeah.
So, what do you think about the girlfriend or wife of the baby's father disciplining your kid?
Um. So y'all don't remember when any adult used to be able to pop the kids when you was out of line? Like, what's
Yes, yes, that happened back then. We knew that. The village got
the
I got an ass whipping from not only my parents, but the next door neighbor whipped my ass. And then by the time, well, the next door neighbor whipped my ass. By the time I got home, I got my ass whipped by them because I made them look bad with my next door neighbor because all the kids were being watched by everybody. So
yeah?
that was not unknown. But now in this new world, it's
Don't
different.
touch kids. Don't touch, and then your kids doing the most on Instagram, ain't doing nothing in school, and don't none of them play sports. But don't touch your kids. So what I saw in that video was when two wrongs just don't quite make it right. Um, the current wife, knows how hurt that woman is in real life. And she knows that that woman is going through it. Like, you literally got her man. And like we said in several podcasts over, women can be in their feelings for 18 plus years. Like, them kids would be off getting married, talking about grandkids, and you still can't stand that man. Right?
Yep.
Um, but if somebody's in their feelings that deeply and heavily, I wouldn't play too rough with those people, right? i
Hmm.
i wouldn't. I just, because it's just so pitiful. Like, you don't have to stoop down to the hurt person's level to try to hurt them some more. And when I say that, I'm not referencing you disciplining the child. I'm referencing how she was receiving her in the doorway. It was like she was with the shits. Like, if you
Yep.
gonna pop off, I'm gonna pop off too. Then I do what I want because this is my house. Like, that type of situation, she should have just simply closed the door, excused herself from the door. Husband, your ex baby mother, your baby mother's at the front door. You can go ahead and handle that. And those two could have had they screaming match while she sat on the couch and sipped her tea, because like she said, inside of my house, I'm going to operate my household like how it needs to be necessarily operated. And if there's a child in this home that needs to be properly disciplined, especially a female child,
Hmm.
I execute that discipline, because ain't nobody kid gonna be inside my damn house disrespecting me. I don't care if I do or don't pay no bills up in here. This my damn house. And what you won't do is send your stinking ass attitude daughter up inside my damn house, acting like you don't know she got a stink ass attitude when she can't get her way. All kids got a stink ass attitude when they can't get their way. And now here you come, got the audacity to stand your miserable ass on my doorstep. I wouldn't have the time or energy for it. Oh, good morning. Oh, okay, excuse me. Go to my damn couch, sip my giant cup of tea, keep that shit moving, because misery loves company. It loves company. We have to stop as women being in those positions. I'm not saying that woman's the other woman. She's not. She's the wife. But we
Hmm.
have to stop giving the person who's hurt. They not just bitter. They not just sad. People are hurt, genuinely hurt. I'd be hurt too. That man was probably supposed to be her forever guy. Come on, forever
Yeah.
guy. It way too soon. I'm gonna need a minute. Don't put no more fuel on those types of people's fires when they're really going through it and you out there thriving and living your best life. Have some humility. Walk away. Go sit down. The Lord will bless you later for it. Guarantee it, because the wife was out of order just off her energy in that doorway. She could have taken her little happy self and excused herself right from that little door. Ma'am, you're confrontational. We will have no conversations. You may speak to to my husband. Close the door and go get him. He can open up the door when he's ready to speak. Because he came to the front door like, what are you doing here? I didn't even know you were here. So she in that front door, taunting her because she knows she hurt and sad. And so she's like, no, I'm gonna hear her out and let her go through all the stuff and let her toss her little neck around and, let her do anything and everything she wants to get her excited to where she feels like now she has a reason to lash back on this woman. You
Yeah.
out of order. You out of order, sis. You know
Yeah.
out there adding fuel to that woman's fire like that. That woman was raging inside. That woman was hurt.
Yes, she was. And then one thing that guys don't realize is you may move on and marry someone else. She will always dislike you because she's always, like you said before, you were her forever guy. You was the
Mhm.
guy that you had a baby by her, but you didn't
Yeah,
close it.
yeah. And this guy, he didn't do a good job at communicating anything. Like he's still disrespecting that woman.
Yep.
Most of the things that happened in that scenario could have, been alleviated if he would have had just an upfront conversation with her. They probably
Hmm.
because he wasn't willing to have some upfront conversations. How we don't know, but we're gonna assume that the energy he had before is probably what he's doing now, and that's just kind of being aloof. And the aloof man who kind of just pretends like he don't
Oh,
see on, or your wife and your sister is going at it, and you don't feel like you need to intervene, or your mom is disrespecting your wife, and you don't feel like you need to say nothing, or your brother's doing too much around, that aloof-ish. You're the problem
yep.
and solution.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That again goes back to you being a leader. You're
Yeah,
not a leader sometime. You're a
yeah,
leader all time. The
yeah,
situation you don't want to fucking do, you have to do it. You have to deal
yeah,
with it. That's part of the plan of being the king, the head, the man, the boss. This shit you're gonna have to deal with that you don't want to deal with. And this is
yep,
a case in point. For me, when I saw that, I was like, this is a discussion that should have happened a while ago. This
yeah,
shouldn't have just happened now. You should
yeah.
have said, listen, if this baby's in my house, we discipline differently.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's in my house. In your
Mm-hmm.
house, I don't tell you how to run your house. You
Mm-hmm.
can't tell me how to run my house. You know I'm not gonna put my daughter or son in a position where my wife is gonna abuse them. I'm not gonna do that because that's still my kid. That's still our kid. That's still part of me. I'm not gonna.
You'll come here to the doorstep and drag her if you have to. So I'm not gonna do that. Most men not. That's dumb.
No, I'm not going to do that because again, that kid has to go back to the mother. And now I've now started something that's going to be ugly because
Mm-hmm.
now she started putting shit in her head. She's going to come with an attitude. She may have had a little attitude, but by the
Yep.
time she brings her ass back, she's going
See,
to really have attitude. She's going to really test me. And for me, as the father and the head of the house, I need to get this shit straight. I said, now we're not going to beat on her. We're not going to do anything. We're going to discipline. We're going to have her set the fucking house on fire and say, oh, go sit in the corner. That shit ain't gonna happen. And like you said, I was at work. What am I supposed to do? Well,
mm-hmm.
you should have done something way before you went to work. This is a situation that didn't just pop up because you went to work. When you
Yeah.
got married, you should have known this. I'm gonna have my kids. I'm in the kids' life. I gotta make sure everybody is moving accordingly. I can't have drama because I want you to have drama with my baby's mother. I don't want her to have no issue with you. We all love the baby. So let's just make sure that we do right by the baby and keep our feelings at bay. We may talk to each other like let's go out to dinner and have a conversation. Maybe some things come up, but don't do that in front of the kids because if
Mm-hmm.
you do that in front of the kids, you're setting that kid up to play one against the other. Because again, she always gonna like because that ain't my mama, that's my daddy's woman. I don't like her as anyway. So she's gonna start playing those games back and forth. But you can't allow that to happen because now we all have to be adults. You decide to have a baby by this woman and not commit to her fully, you know you're gonna have problems because
Yeah.
now you moved on and you married someone else, and you don't think she's pissed off like, why the hell would he marry her and not marry me? And I had your kid. It's
Yeah.
always
And
gonna be a thing.
a lot of these women don't marry after that situation, you know. So that woman, I'm quite sure she was still single, had to
Mm-hmm.
drop off. And I don't want to be like, oh, you live in that woman's life. But a lot of us think about it like that, like, yo, she's living the lifestyle that I had thought I had. I thought I had it. I got this man. I did everything right. That's what a lot of women to be feeling like. And then you're taunting me, like, you feel like someone's taunting you. And that's why the woman went so hard. You can't imagine that someone would have went that hard if there was another man in her life, calming her mental space down, keep giving her peace, maintaining her peace, and showing her new, experiences and lifestyles in life. You have a level head at that point. Your child comes to the house and they say, oh, I got a spanking today, at dad's house. You turn around and then what you do? Because you did
Mm-hmm.
something that had caught yourself an ass whooping over the weekend. You visually can see your child has no bruises. Like, ain't nobody
Mm-hmm.
get up, you know, but they
Yeah.
did go pow pow. And a level headed woman would have just simply inquired, what did you do? It's like coming home from grandma's house, but ain't nobody gonna tell when grandma spank you, they not gonna tell that, nah, grandma spank, because mom is gonna look at you and say, well, what did you do? Um,
Absolutely.
and as long as those children are not being abused, um, they're fine. And you would see that the child would start acting accordingly when they know they can't play both sides against themselves, right?
Bingo.
You're gonna think twice before you real life go home and tell your mother that you got in trouble, because now your ass is in trouble again. You was talking to her and said, what? Like what? No, you're a child. You say, oh, okay, now let me take this away from you too, on top of that, so you know how to talk to adults.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You gotta have discipline.
Yeah. Once y'all all get on the same page, I'm not saying, it's all lemon drops from there, but life will treat you much easier, give you much
Yeah.
life, yeah. If you stop allowing the kid to play y'all against each other and you get the hell up out of your feelings, you know.
And that goes for both. That we talk about the woman, that goes for the man too. You can't be
Oh,
dropping the kid off.
that's the worst thing ever. Hell no. Nah. That's
You dropping the kid off the door. All of a sudden, another dude come out. What you at my door for? You
yeah.
mad because she got remarried. She got
Yeah.
married to this
Oh,
guy.
he mad. He gonna cuss her, say all types of. Oh no, nah. They a whole nother level of mad. Uh-uh. That's why it's so dangerous when men get mad, because they have like a major danger element with them. Women get mad, you like, get your ass in the car and get from in front of my house. Yeah, she fine. Nah, don't piss that man off too much. Like, unhinged. Uh-uh.
Unfucking hinged, and again because we gonna lash out at you. It's a
Mhm.
whip ass time. It's not even a negotiate. No, I'm whipping somebody's ass because now you got two bulls trying to say who's the main bull, who's the main bull. So we just gotta do better because this is you're affecting the next generation. We already got a generation that's going through a lot of issues anyway, but these things are just exacerbating a lot of the issues they had because now you actually are raising broken kids to become broken adults.
Mhm.
And when they're broken adults, it's going to continue the madness because what are they going to use to offset that?
Yeah, and it's like it diminishes the greatness in our community and within ourselves, right? Because how great can I be if I'm fucking mad and angry at old boy all the time? And the only time I'm at peace is when, there's another man up in my face. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
only happy through, love. You're only happy through your job. It's gotten to the point where we holding on to stuff that's just, it's just not sensible at this point, right? Love, you need internal happiness. I think that's what I'm trying to say. That internal happiness, and it's not going to come from the man who's, loving on you, because the same man that love you is the same man that break your heart. The same woman that's going to love you is the same woman that's going to break your heart. And I guarantee you, if I love you, I'm going to break your heart too. Just give me some time to patch that thing back up, and vice versa. It's over a lifetime. You can't expect not to be heartbroken by the person who you love the most. It's just not plausible.
No,
Um, but to act the way that we're acting, and to back each other up, like if that was my sister and she told me that that's what she had wanted to do, I'd be like, girl, we need to go to the bar and we gotta talk shit about these men, and they little, what I'm saying, ladies too. But we gonna do that in the bar amongst each other. We gonna
yep,
talk our shit, and we gonna do whatever we gotta do, and we gonna have us a vent session, because that's basically what that woman did on her doorstep. But instead, I'm gonna save my girl from looking crazy out there, and also
yep.
maintaining her relationship, because these are all relationships that we create and maintaining, and staying in that relationship with that man and his new woman, because now those people don't even trust that woman. Nah, don't
No,
bring over here. I don't
no.
know. She a loose cannon, and rightfully so. But she's also a sister. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yep.
If we went to the same church, you'd be over there calling her sister such and such. We in the
Hello.
and we looking at each other like strangers and treating each other like shit, like we just nothing. And we out here co-parenting the same child.
Come on
Nah,
now.
misery up off y'all sisters. Get that misery up off y'all cousins. Get that misery up out of our damn community, because it's destroying us left and right.
Damn,
Mm-mm.
girl. I was going to say again. Why? I don't know why you try. You always somehow, some way, wrap everything up in a damn perfect bow. Just a nice Christmas gift, and it's the truth. We just have to do better as a community because our kids are suffering, the men are suffering, and the women are suffering. So
Mm-hmm.
we forget all this. Women ain't shit, men ain't shit. We need each other in order for this community to grow and thrive again.
Yep.
And like you said, T, we got to do better. We have to do better. And with that, we're going to end this episode of On the Mic with the M.
Auntie.
Listen, people, you know what you got to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, get all the new podcasts that's coming up soon. And until again, next time, peace and blessings, y'all.